How we doing out there today? First things first, my name is Kenneth. Getting some exercise in today. Another beautiful brand new day. I'm thinking about going up to Texas, get some more military training in. I got my peeps up there. So we're going to do some survival training, weapons training, and hand-to-hand combat. It's my personal favorite. So hopefully maybe August, no, I can't do August, forgot. I got to do September. September I'll be to get it in. Let's decide for these people. So I got to get clearance from the post office from the airport to bring up my black cases. I'll be bringing up my AA-12. My, I don't know, I might bring the Dragon Breath. I haven't used them yet, and I do got a new shotgun. I got a new AR-15. I got extended mags with that. I was gonna bring the C-mags, but the C-mags is gonna throw my balance off on that weapon. I want accuracy, they're outdoor ranges. So I'm probably gonna use extended magazines for that. But I'm definitely gonna get a chance to test out that Dragon Breath. So I'm going up to Texas to meet up with the rest of the military family and have some fun. And they blow stuff up. They blow stuff up. So yeah, because they got the land for it. So I'll be out there with them. Take me a little vacation, do a little camping, some fishing. Ooh. Camping, some fishing, whole 9 yards. So right now, out here, getting a little workout in real quick, because somebody had a cheesesteak yesterday, and I shouldn't have. Well, yes, I'm allowed to have a cheesesteak. Near the end of the month, figure out what I want, but still I got to burn it off. It was a big cheesesteak. Ate the whole thing, so got to burn it off. I would have came out there right after eating it, but we had that heat wave kicking in. I couldn't do it then. All right, so for those you don't know, this is something I like to call daily walk and talk. I like to get out a little earlier because we're gonna get that heat today. Oh yeah, we're gonna get that heat. And like I said, the other walkers are out here too, getting their time in. Whew. Ah, the guy who supports God is right there in the corner. It's the guy who puts out these, oh, God loves you signs. I love him. But anyway, yeah, get that exercise in. So a nice little walk from here, come back around, go back the other way. Woo! Hills. Hills, people, hills. We are hiring. Interesting. I'm good. Anyway, plenty of jobs up here for people. A lot of jobs up here. And that's what I advise people to get up in the morning, get out and take a little walk, get your exercise in. Very important. So yeah, I have a lot of military family, especially some ones over in the Texas area. But basically, woo, man, that is gorgeous. That's nice, that's nice. That's old fashioned, that's what I like. Muscle cars. So I got some family up in that part. And they got their own piece of land up there because they earned it. And they got all the toys you could possibly think of. Remember that thing on Matrix we said, I need guns? They got set up like that out there. Everything, anything you want to fire off, they got it. Just about. Just about. So, we're going up there for a little bit. We don't record any of that, besides you can't. There's jammers on the property, so you ain't doing anything out there. So I don't record anyone around my family. Keep my personal life personal. You know why? We got weirdos on the channel, that's why. Every channel got weirdos on the channel. They gotta contend with. Hey, Chief. How you doing? All right, Chief. Hope you feel better. Hope everything goes well for you, Chief. So hopefully we put the counter on, which I'm hoping I did. I'm hoping the counter is on. I hope it is. Chances are it probably is not. So let's see. I don't know why I keep cutting myself off. Yeah, counter's on. Okay, good. Because last time we were doing the walk, counter was not on. I was not getting my steps in. And that sucked because I got a good distance from A to B. And I couldn't have anything with nothing counted because nothing was on the counter. But anyway, look how beautiful it is out here. Isn't it gorgeous? Yeah. Now we got to give a shout out to our haters at the end of the day, because we get haters on our channel. Everybody got haters we got to deal with. My haters are special. I guess everybody else's haters are special too. They should make a YouTube channel for the haters. I think that'd be funny. Just for those guys that go and hate on each other. Oh my goodness, they remind me of the Haters Club with David Chappelle. That's what they remind me of. It's sad, but that's what that reminds me of. The Haters Club. Man, I remember it took me forever to get from. When did I have to walk this strip the entire time? Someone just came from their job. It's colder down this way. It's hotter up that way, I guess because you're in the city. That's why. But anyway, enjoying our time out here. Yeah, you haters, man. Instead of you calling and carrying on, how about this? How about you go work out? You're going to have to either way. You're going to have to. Gonna have to get that workout in. And I'm going to say it like it is. They get mad and upset. You're fat. You're fat. You're so fat. You won't work out at all, period. So good luck with that heart attack, stroke, diabetes, cardiac arrest. All that crazy stuff's going to pop up. Because these guys would rather be on their phone like a little bunch of angry grandmas instead of going out and working out. Take that time and do something else. Go work out. If you got time to be on the phone crying of my success, yes, my success. If you got time to be crying about that, you should be working out. I like that guy who comes on and the guy who screams, go to the gym. Go to the gym. Because yeah, if you got time to be doing that nonsense, you definitely could be going to the gym. Go work out. This is every day for me. Bam. Go to the gym. Go work out. Because I seen you on your YouTube channels. Y'all fat. And then they'll get mad because I call them fat. But you're fat. I can get mad at that. Can't get mad about that. It's true. I was fat. Well, not anymore. Not anymore. We changed all that from the door. I was about to say, dude, got 2 freaking monitors. Oh, that's freaking nice. What the frick did he do? Then I really ankle weights. Got ankle weights on. Ah, man. Feels great to get out, get a nice walk in, get some exercise in. Yes, sirree. Buddy boy Fabi on my phone crying right now. Dude, let me explain something to you, buddy boy. We don't see your messages, you know that, right? We don't. They're blocked automatically from the door. Told you, screening system. They know your voice and everything, even your IP address. All that. You can see it all. So the minute your call comes through, what happens? It goes to a block service. They block your stuff. You never see it. So you're getting up wasting time out of your day to send a message that falls on deaf ears. No one's reading it. So if you got that kind of time today, get your fat, lazy behind up and start working out. If you're a fat dude, you're a grandpa, you're definitely fat. He looks like a quick oatmeal guy. He does. Now he's about to serve you some oatmeal. Grandpa, you need to get up. Buddy Boy's nickname is now Grandpa. Because literally he's Grandpa. He's a grandfather. So, come on, Grandpa. Gotta get up and work out. Man. Got that Van Halen stuck in my head now. All right, so now we're going to do the other side. Walk all the way back over and done. That's basically about it. That's what we do every morning. Same walk every morning. Come from one side, bring it over, walk all the way back over. But that's after doing 100 more push-ups to start the day. I'm going to tell you something, that challenge, they're not going to do it. These jokers get tired when they walk to the bathroom. So they're not going to do it. They're huffing and puffing. I saw that joker walk to his car with that bare silver screen, and he was breathing so heavy. No way in the world are they doing that. They can't even get 2 push-ups in. Let if I know do 20 of them. They ain't doing that. Ain't no way in the world. But every morning you see me on here, I'll be doing my thing. And then they be on camera like that nerd. You had a nerd to get on camera and cry about fat shaming. Dude, you called me fat. Did you see me get on camera and cry? No. Did I? No. You know what I did, Jamie? I got rid of it. That's what I did. I worked out. But here's the thing. You're fat. You're not skinny. You're not thin. You're not muscular. None of them. You're just fat. Because I seen that. I had no idea how fat you were until you were hanging up this black curtain claiming to be our product, and your whole belly just rolled out. I was like, good gracious. This man is going to have a heart attack. Like, seriously. That walking process is extremely important. You know, your heart is a very interesting muscle. If it decides to stop, poof, you're gone. Just like that. Just like that. Gone. And then the fact that you don't work out and you're eating all these fatty foods, which eventually are going to clog your arteries, make it difficult for your blood to flow. That's another problem you're going to have. That's like going down the backyard and turning on the hose, get right in the middle of it and slowly squeeze down on it. When that water starts shutting off, this is when you're going to start having problems. See, gentlemen, here's the thing. I don't have to worry about anything about you. You know why? You're not going to live that long. Your own body's going to take you out. That's what's going to happen. Because when you reach a certain age, this is where the weird stuff starts popping up. This is where whatever you invested into your time as a teen is what you're going to get right back out as an adult. That's what's going to happen. The payback, period. Did a lot of drugs, did this, did that, drink, carry on, whatever. It's going to come out to bite you when you're older. It comes back how life is interesting. It comes back when you got it all together. When you got it all together, you got your kids, you got your wife, you got your house, you got your car, you got your career. That's when life kind of comes back for you. Because, oh yeah, remember when I told you stop drinking all that alcohol? There you go. This is what you're going to get today. And you never know when it's going to come up. It never tells you. You might have a strange feeling. Something might not feel awful right. and then go to the hospital. Boom! There you go. Some people are lucky. They go there and they get a warning. And that warning tells them that you can fix this. It's possible to fix this and live a healthy life. Some people don't get that one. They get worse news. But yeah, you guys gotta, them haters, gotta get up there and work out. And that one, Williams, gee whiz. Williams, you built like an Easter egg. You are. You are literally built like a freaking Easter egg. Remember Frosty the Snowman when he was going down the side of the hill? You probably can perform that. You're probably like Nathaniel Andrews' Christmas Vacation when he went down the side of the hill, sprayed that freaking top with that freaking Space Age something alloy grease. Was traveling at 100 miles an hour. That you could probably lift up both his hands and his feet, just go woo, right down the hill. Dude, look, no disrespect. Never add me in your workout video. Please don't do that. You riding around on a freaking electric bike at the end of the day, claiming that you're losing weight. That's not losing weight. Your doctor gave you a clean bill of health. I saw it. He posted that nonsense. Had sent it to me. Your doctor gave you a bill of health. Your doctor came in dressed like the Grim Reaper. Said, this is what you're going to see today if you don't get it together. I know you got high cholesterol. I know it. I can see it. I can feel the thickness of the grease pumping through your arteries. Whew. If we had to go through World War III, you wouldn't survive it. As a matter of fact, a lot of people wouldn't survive it. They're not cut for it. Thank you. That's the benefit of my father raising me military. So he said, you know, son, one day, grid's gonna collapse. All chaos is gonna break loose. At least you got a higher survival rate. That's why the majority of most people who served in the armed forces train their kids because they want them to be prepared for just about everything. And you starting off heavy from the door, you're doomed. Oh, look, we're already halfway through this thing. Man, this doesn't take long at all. We are the world's heaviest country. You know that? Here we are. I gotta say one thing. Allentown got healthy hearts. They got to. They walk everywhere. Really, every day. I see them walking around. Every day. Oh, see what just popped up? Mr. Sun. That's why I try to get out here early. Mr. Sun pops up. Definitely crossing the street. I'm not trying to get cooked by the sun. I did this one yesterday. It was not fun. Yeah, already. Listen up. Bam. What's that guy with that wheel bike? Look at that thing, it's pretty cool. Anyway, for anybody else, no, would I call you fat? No, never. Ever, not in a million years. These are just people who, Fernando is a person who came on my channel and I had lung disease. I had a really bad case of lung disease. Anyway, he thought it was fun to poke fun at my injury, my disease. And basically sent me these pictures when I was sitting down, I was trying to catch my breath. I was a little overweight because of the prednisone and all that. But before that, I was 250 pounds of muscle. And I lost all that because I got sick. And then I had to turn around and I go through the whole process of getting everything back, going on this year diet, dropping all my weight, going back and lifting weights and walking again, get myself back. So he felt the need to call me fat. But the problem with that, Fernando, you are too also. How does that even work? How is it possible you're going to call me fat? Matter of fact, you're bigger than me. I counted my weight at 290 pounds. And I beat that. I was able to lose that weight with a lung disease. A lung disease and beat that weight. And here you are, You haven't dropped that weight yet. See, baby, I still carry these on me. I carry them as a reminder me to never forget what happened, what I went through, my progress and my struggles. I always have them on me. But here you are. You basically didn't have any, I don't know if you were going through diabetes or what, but still, you're going to call somebody overweight and you're fat yourself? How does that even work? Do you own a mirror? I think he owns Funhouse mirrors. That's what he owns. You remember Elaine when she went in the mirror to perfect, then she wanted somebody how to look. He owns Funhouse mirrors. That's what it got to be. Now I'm gonna tell you like it is, Jamie. You're gonna die. Why? You're overweight, man. You're way overweight. And the age you are too, and the stress you're about to receive, yeah, that's a perfect combination for heart attack. Williams, I'm really surprised he's still alive. I really am. I'm really shocked he's still alive. My sister is a health care worker, and she was like, how is he still breathing? Like, it's a miracle you are still alive, man. When's the last time you seen your sneakers? I gotta say that. Can't get mad at anybody. Ain't nobody telling me to strip down to your drawers and send pictures of yourself all over the freaking internet, which, by the way, got him in some real serious trouble. Really serious trouble. That was the picture that was scanned with the Allentown police, because it's a very serious charge he just committed. So pretty soon, when the report is done, which shouldn't take long, they're going to contact Baltimore police. And Baltimore police, what they said on their end, is going to start their investigation, get enough evidence on him, and begin the process of going out and getting a warrant for his arrest. Meanwhile, we got to meet it with the post office, because that stuff was pornography that he sent to the mail, which you're not supposed to do. And that's a federal offense on their behalf, which can get him an easy 20 to 30 years. Then there's a problem with the identity theft, because he took someone's address and committed the crime. Man, yeah, it's that bad. It's literally that bad. Whew. So they already got your information. Besides, you was already in the system already. So pretty much it's gonna be easy to find you. Gee whiz Louise, man. Talk about he had a break when he moved into that unit. He got a huge break and he messed it up that bad. All right, people. We're almost halfway through. So walk didn't take long, did it? So we'll count how many we got. It's cute. A little young though. Can't deal with young girls. Get on my nerves. Always talking. Yada yada yada. I'm sorry, ladies. It's true. I can't deal with that. I can't deal with them. Well, personally, tell you the truth, because I'm older, I can't really deal with anybody. Honestly, I can't deal with your friends. I can't deal with your families. Can't deal with any of that. I'm used to being basically by myself. That's what I like about my life. Well, I think I remember this one. It is him. This guy got this. I think it's a king. Is that a king by any chance? A king? Is that a king German Shepherd? Yeah, I thought so. I could tell. That sucker's huge. Yeah. You know, your German Shepherd's a bunch of Belgian. I think the Belgian German Shepherds are beautiful. I think my sister has Belgian. Good gracious, they're beautiful. They don't have, the Kings are much bigger. They got more black around the body. The Belgians are kind of more black around the nose, pretty much. And the rest of the body's kind of like either gold tan or maybe like kind of a gray or dark black. That's the king he got right there. Geez, you know your German Shepherds. Everybody thinks German Shepherds are all the same. No, there's different breeds of German Shepherds. They don't all come. It's weird because they come from Belgium, which you would think is from Germany. Nope. But they're shepherds. The German Shepherd's a German Shepherd. That's a Belgian Shepherd. It's good to know these things. Oh, you're not walking the dog today. All right, people. So what we're going to do is I'm going to curve up here because I get more time. I can actually bring my meter up a little more, and that way I can get more walk time in. Because right now, I still got to pick up a fresh t-shirt for the day, and I got some business to take care of because today, that 104 degrees is going to be brutal. That's why everybody's actually getting it done now, because that temperature is going to be crazy. Yesterday, good gracious, man, I went out to get a cheesesteak. Man, that was the biggest sacrifice I've done right there. I literally had an issue with breathing. Like, I couldn't bring in enough air. Kind of hard to do that when everything out there is hot. That guy has multiple personalities. I wonder. Which one turn around, he changes the color of that car. One minute it's red, it's blue, it's whatever. It's got to be doing raps on them. Like, why do you change your car so many colors? It's like every week a new color. Ah, the Sun Dodge. Another famous game to play. Let's dodge the sun. But other than that, I urge people to get out and work out. Get your exercise in, people. Every day. I got friends of mine that are overweight. I get them out. We go on our walks. That's what we do. Talk, laugh, joke. It's easier when you got the people with you. Take your music with you by yourself. But we put that pressure on the naysayers because, you know, they're trolls. That's what they are. So, they like to talk a lot of trash. So, like I said, we put that challenge up, but they're not going to do it. They're probably watching my video right now where they're shoving something unhealthy down their throat. And when you keep it up, that'll be the one to do it. It's always the one you least expect it. Sitting there shoving something down your throat, and next thing you know, you feel that weird feeling in your chest, and that tightness in your arm, and your heartbeat starts rapidly speeding up. You think, oh, shoot, this is it. Yep. You gotta think about it. If you're that size, your body is literally a ticking time bomb. It ain't gonna take much to trigger it. It's always the smallest thing. Cold French fry, late at night. Yep. That's why you gotta understand that. That's why it's very important to lose that weight. Because now it's gonna kill you. You are shortening your time span by a lot. Especially if you're overweight and you smoke and you drink. You're definitely doing that. People who vape, oh my goodness. That's a death sentence. It is. Vaping is a death sentence. Every time I see somebody vape, I see the smoke purge into a Grim Reaper. Don't kill yourself with that stuff. That vaping is dangerous. I think, didn't people sue over that thing? I would think so. I would think if you're telling me that vaping is supposed to be better than smoking, and then turn around, it's worse than smoking. For some people don't understand why it's worse than smoking, because here's the thing. When you smoke a cigarette, you take a puff from it, then you take another one, talk in between, that's basically about it, unless you're a chain smoker. But when you vape, you know how many times you hit a vape? How many times a vape hits your mouth compared to a cigarette? When a cigarette's done, people put it out, or leave half a short, and they go about their business. But people on the vape, whoo, you're constantly hitting that thing. Over and over again, you're constantly hitting it. Back and forth, you're constantly hitting it. It's like watching a locomotive walk by. So you literally hit the vape more times than a person hits a cigarette. Because you think at the end of the day that it's okay because it's not going to hurt you. That's why you're rapidly doing it. Instead of basically with people who smoke, at the end of the day, I've seen people who are chain smokers. I knew a few chain smokers. Yeah, smoke one, no sooner they smoke one, they're hitting another one. Hitting another one. In like less than 5 minutes, they're hitting another one. Go through a carton of cigarettes, probably in about 3 days, they'll kill a carton off. You got some people who smoke after dinner. They gotta have it, always after dinner. You don't see them smoke at all. Entire days, only when they eat something. They'll have a cigarette. The rare ones are people at the end of the day that smoke, and nothing happens to them at all. No heart attacks, no stroke, not overweight, nothing. Not a thing, nothing. Like the Grim Reaper say, you know what? You get a free pass. But they're rare. I knew people like that. I lived next door to people like that. They smoked and drank every freaking day. All day. Smoking and drinking on the porch. They never left the porch, pretty much. They just sat on the porch and talked a lot of trash. They're those people. They had good jobs, don't get me wrong. Some of them, the ones that came with the grandmother, she was retired. And some of the other ones were retired, but the other ones had good jobs. They had city jobs. But when they got on that porch, that was it. They weren't going anyplace else but that porch. And they smoked and drank every freaking day. Now, I know for a fact that the mother, the grandmother of all, but the mother, she lived to be almost close about in her 80s. Never had cancer, nothing, not at all. She smoked every freaking day. It was one of the rare cases. But the rest of them, well, they're gone. They all died off. All of them are dead. Some from weird accidents here and there. I can tell you one thing about them. I can't tell you too much about their names and all. But I'll tell you one thing about them. They were some ruthless people. They were. These people were filled with hatred, rage, anger. They just about hated everybody. They were something else. The devil killed every single one of them. Every last one of them are dead. One drank herself to death. She died. The brother died of COVID. Caught in the hospital. He died. The mother had him froze to death. Messed up the ways to go. That's what happened. She froze to death. In her own place. And her whole family. The family was interesting. Hold on a minute. Time I shoot. Family was interesting. I forgot about those people. Long time ago. The family was really interesting. They were the type of family, you probably know these type of families before, that they would talk trash about each other or fight anybody else, but you touch one of their own and then your life was in your hands. They were that type, but they would dog each other out left and right. I mean, dog each other out left and right, cheat each other out of money, all kinds of stuff you could possibly think of that you really wouldn't do to a stranger, they would do to each other. So you touch one of them, they ready to kill you. So, how you doing, sir? So that mother who they called their pride and joy, at the end of the day, the one that blamed me for something that I didn't do, and I ended up taking one of the brothers to court and suing him for $50K. And I know how that works, gentlemen. Yeah, we came over, pastor service came over, served that joker, took him to court, got that $50K, and executed judgment on, took his car from him, took his beautiful car, smashed that sucker, came in with a flatbed and took it. And they went in his house and took a few things out. He owed me 50 grand. Car paid for most of it. But anyway, learn a lesson. You put your hands on people at the end of the day, and come out of your pocket. But anyway, so that woman, they called themselves coming over there to defend her and all this other nonsense. When she got up, in the years of having Alzheimer's, they forgot her. They stopped coming to the house, so she became a burden to them. And they didn't want anything to do with her. Her own freaking mother. That woman sat there for days. On days, I'm pretty sure she didn't eat nothing. You know, here you have Alzheimer's, you forget that you're hungry. You know you're hungry, you forget how to feed yourself. It's a jacked up situation to go through. So she went through all that. It was in the dead of winter, and the temperature was super, super below. And I just came back from a Thanksgiving get together with my family, and I seen this woman out there walking around with hardly nothing on, just a gown. So where's this family at? And they from down south, big family. Where's this family at? And this woman's out there walking around. Now mind you, these crackheads know this woman. They know this woman, and they know she got valuables in her house. So they're trying to coach her back into the house so they can rob her. Remember the woman I told you about, the dog that was trying to stick her on? She right across the street. I bumped into the other guy yesterday. Allentown's a small neighborhood. You will bump into people over and over again. Same people. I never forget a face, ever. But anyway, so that woman was out there in that cold, that brisk cold. Mind you, I was jacket, hoodie, sneakers, the whole 9 yards, and I was still cold coming out the car. It was that cold out there. And I had to get the crackheads off her, tell them that I'm her uncle. They don't know who I am, so they leave. So now I got to call 911. And this is a woman that accused me of doing something I didn't do, caused me a great deal of trouble. Carried on and acted up. I could have left her out there. But I didn't do that, because that's not the way you do things. Oh, cool. That's not the way you do things. You know, you got to do things by the book. Life has a habit of coming back and bite you in the face, Fernando. Life's about to take your head off completely. It's like watching a megalodon basically swallow goldfish, but you got how much you got to pay back. But anyway, yeah, so I got her in the house, got 911 out there. Now, I don't know why 911 did this. Maybe it's the way life is meant to be. They put her back in the house. They walked in the house, the officer came out and said the house is ice cold. There's no heat on. Of course, all the utilities, everything got shut off. You know, they left her in that house. And next day, she passed away. She froze to death in the house. It's a messed up way to go. But you know, when you do evil things in life, you will go out in the most messed up way possible. And that's how she went out. All her family for many, many years claimed they loved her so much and had her back. That woman died cold and alone. She froze to death. And that's what happens in life. You gotta be careful how you treat people and what you do. And even in all that, I could have walked and let that be what it was supposed to be, but I interfered. And I thought the police officers, because I saw the police officers take her in, I figured they're gonna take her to the hospital. That's what I'm thinking. They ain't take her to the hospital. When I got up the next day, still nothing. I didn't see her. The day after that, I didn't see her. And the day after that, I didn't see her. So I called the police. Went in the house, I found her body. Yep. And then the family came down. One of the sons came down. The one that got COVID and died. He came down and he took all her possessions and threw them out in the street. All her valuables, everything she had, and threw them in the street. And the crackheads went through all her stuff. It's like watching, remember Scrooge when he passed away? And they were going through all his stuff. It was just like that. The Paschetti, I can't say it right, strainer of life. But anyway, yeah, I watched them go through all her stuff, all her valuables, picked through what they wanted. And he sat out there and threw her stuff out like that. He didn't call the rest of the family. You know why he called the rest of the family? Because he wanted the house for himself. There you go. That greed. That beautiful, beautiful greed. There you go. So he never called the rest of the family. I heard there was somebody on the other family side that wasn't like them. They were different. I'm pretty sure if she was called, she would have put her in a home or something. I'm pretty sure she would have made sure everything was done by the book in that house. But no, he got the house in his name. So they fought about it a little bit, but they couldn't do anything about it. He got there first. He got the house cleaned up, got it fixed up to a certain degree. House still had some very serious issues with it. Like the sewer system was very badly damaged, stuff would pump up through the sewer, which means if it was coming up to the front of the house, that means you have to bring in a backhoe to dig up that front to get in there, and that's expensive, very expensive. City won't do that. You got to bring in your own contractor to do that. City will do to a certain degree. Other than that, it's up to you to take care of that, and that's expensive. So he sold it not as is. He sold it to a co-worker. She got it for $15,000. You ever seen the houses on Park Avenue? These houses are big, big houses. They're mini mansions. That's what they were. Like if you lived in West Philadelphia, you know what I'm talking about. They're big houses. Houses have dumbwaiters in the back. Bear claw tubs, all that stuff. They're old. They built 1,700 houses. 1,700 era houses. They're big. And he sold it for $15,000 because they're always desperate for money. They got gambling issues, drinking problems, all kinds of stuff. So they're always desperate for money. So basically, she got the house. I seen the woman move in. She's all happy and everything. And then it rains. And her stuff is coming through her toilet. It's coming through the sink. Everything's backing up. She can't figure what's going on. Find out she signed a contract. No, sorry, she didn't contract. She did verbal. She did a verbal contract with him because she knew him at work. She felt she could trust him. Oh, that's a big mistake. They got her for 15 grand. She was moving out, leaving. She can't get a lawyer, can't get nothing. It was all verbal. So she's out 15K. In the house, filled with maggots, bugs, all that stuff. Because of that sewage system being backed up. Man, I was supposed to keep this short. No, I take the long way. I always do this to myself. I always tell myself, I take the short 10, and I'm taking the long way. Or whatever. Needs to be killed off the cheesesteak. I gotta worry about that in my system anymore. I drank a ton of water when I got done. I'm gonna stop right there and rest a bit. So yeah, she got 15 grand. Nothing she could do about it. He got her. And later on, well, I left. I wasn't there anymore. People won't book in. Get my spot. I want to stop here. Kept on I gotta check my breathing goes through. Make sure air is pushing out through my lungs correctly. There we go. Anyway, so yeah. House sat for a while. For a bit of a while. Nobody went near it. I guess they were going through sickness and illness. But I found out later on, after Temple bought the house, converted it, made it for college kids. That the house went out for sale. And they didn't get any money from it because the paperwork he forged the paperwork. So he got nothing out of it. He got himself in some trouble. They were really hot-headed, hot-tempered, always running their mouths all the time. And he was dating some female. And eventually, he got in an argument with some guy. That guy was very heavily connected. He put a mark on him. So, it was either that, he couldn't really go anywhere, do anything. He had to move out of the state. He was doing too much. See what I mean at the end of the day? The naysayers, you play with the devil will line you up with things at the end of the day to take you out. Man, I'm with the temperatures right now. You know, my breathing's good, everything's good. But anyway, so, and later on I found out that when AIDS came through, he was in the hospital and he passed away. And his sister, she drank herself to death. She died. And the one I had the issue with, he had a heart attack and he passed away. Because he was heavy, so he died also. The majority of them are gone. Yep. Now, is it a rejoice thing? No, it's not. The people at the end of the day. None of them were saved. Well, people. Whew. Check the meter. Meter. Pumpkin meter. Had a wife and couldn't keep her. There we go. Get that popping a little better. Come on, work it out. School bus. Kids are going back already? Alright, it's not on my phone. I can't get that focus to work right. Alright. I have no idea what's going on with that. We'll do it when I get back to the office. It's about 5,000. If you can see it, it's 5,733. Because I didn't do the whole last time I did the extreme. I went around here, I went this corner here and there. We got a heat wave coming through, so I got to keep it chill. Whoops. So yeah, 5,000 for me is keeping it chill. after this, I am not stepping foot out that freaking door. If it's anything like it was yesterday, gee whiz, man. I thought I was going to die picking up a freaking cheesesteak. I was going to die. I literally couldn't breathe at certain points, man. I was sitting there clearing my lungs out, clearing my lungs out so I can breathe better. Hard to breathe. And I can't believe at the end of the day I used to play hockey in this freaking weather. That's what I don't get. I used to do goalie sometimes in that weather. You know, when you're young, you have immortality. You figure you're going to go out and do what you're going to do. You know what I mean? Got a love for the game. And man, I've had all that equipment on. Even when you're doing bird skating, you had the freaking pads on, elbow pads, the gloves, the freaking helmet, which I didn't like to wear most of the time. Yeah, shin guards on, all that stuff so you can jump so without cracking your freaking shins on a bar or rail. And they were hot. Every once in a while, when you're skating around, take the knee pads and push them all the way down to your ankles because your knees would be burning up. But then when you have a player playing hockey, oh my goodness, and the goalie didn't show up, I was like, oh Lord, please, I do not want to put on the baker. Good gracious, man, there's so much stuff. You gotta think cool, think cool, think cool, think cool. Whew. These the other guys are moving around. Most likely, I'm just sitting there moving back and forth, generating all this heat. I did it 3 times. I'll never do it again. It got to a point we had to draw straws. Ah, man. I got to wear the oven suit. Yeah, there you go, buddy. We was right around the corner from my sister's house, and these cops popped up. They were having some kind of argument in the back. We'd already left, and we was coming through. The officer pretty friendly. I was looking at the officer. I was like, you hot in that armor? He said, you hot in that t-shirt? I said, yeah. He said, you darn freaking right we're hot in the armor. Oh, man, that's hilarious. All right, people. That's basically about it. And it's funny because one minute you see me in the office and one minute I'm out here working out. I wasn't supposed to today, but I got to walk and I figured, hey, I might as well go all the way to the end, come back around. Might as well, I'm out here anyway. And right now everything's open because right now nothing's open. By the time I get down to the office, there's nothing open. I gotta wait till 8 o'clock. Which means the jacked up thing about it is I just remember I still gotta be out today because it's something I gotta go take care of. It's 8:24, yeah. Alright, let me get back to the office, cool down, get in that air conditioner, cool down for a little bit, then come push it right back outside. Hopefully it stay cloudy today, man. If that sun pops out again, man, it is gonna be freaking easy bake all day. Oh, man. I don't get society. I'm gonna tell you right now. When people get upset, now if you're bullying somebody because they're fat, that's a different story. But people that are overweight, and someone calls you overweight or fat, and you get mad about that, upset about that, what the freak is wrong with you? Literally, I'm sick and tired of this freaking eggshell society. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. There's so many freaking Karens, so flaky people, so flaky. You're fat. I was fat. I would never sit there and say at the end of the day when I gained all that weight, I was a sin. Don't dare call me that. I'm just sure. No, it is what it is. I was overweight. I was fat. That was it. That was it. But people get all flaky and get all upset with me. Tell me, oh, that's wrong. They say you can't say. They can't say. Oh my goodness! I just want to build me a rocket ship and get freaking off this earth, man. I'm so sick and tired of freaking snowflakes. People cry about every little thing at the end of the day. When I came up, none of that stuff was going on. You didn't cry like that at the end of the day. None of that nonsense. I've never heard of, when I was coming up, a freaking people begging for money. You seen that nonsense? People get on freaking TikTok and they beg for money from GoFundMe accounts. Go out and get a freaking job. Plenty of jobs you can get at the end of the day out there begging for money. Come on, you better go get a job. What sort of society we live in? When I was a kid coming up, if I wanted something, I went out and mowed lawns, I walked dogs, got a paper route, I worked. Like this joker riding around on an e-bike. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You collecting. Ain't nothing wrong with you at all. One thing. Nothing wrong with you. And you got the common sense to ride on an e-bike and do the dumb stuff you're working on right now. You don't need to get what you get, Molly, at all, period. Well, you won't have that long anyway. You're going to be in jail anyway. That's going to be taken care of. That's what dumb stuff. As a matter of fact, I gotta call some people right now. I gotta go, people.